Here we are back in the kitchen again. We're back! We're back in the kitchen again.
Gracie May.
What?
Are you going to be in this one too? Gracie May, come with Mommy.
Oh. Hi. Gracie's very talkative this afternoon.
Yeah, that's because Aria Rose fought her for the top spot on the kitty tree.
You're the alpha in our eyes, Gracie.
Aww.
Yes.
Yes, baby.
Very much so. Gracie May thanks everyone for all of their comments on our What We Feed Our Cats video.
Yeah, you actually think we might come up with a follow-up video to address some of those more, what's the word?
Colorful comments?
Exactly. Yeah, we want to talk some more about it later.
Of course.
But let's let it breathe.
Yeah.
You have a goopy in your right eye.
How do I have a goopy in my right eye? It's 2:46 in the afternoon.
Don't ask me difficult questions. What is this on our set?
Oh.
This does not make it on our set.
It's a paper towel.
Everything was clean a second ago.
I used it to dry the bowl.
And then what happens when you finish? Doot.
Oh, yeah, I sat it there. I should have thrown it away. Is this what you're saying?
Yes. Hey guys, I'm Anna.
And I'm Brian.
And we are
Those Annoying Vegans! And today we are going to show you one of my absolute favorite recipes. This is a family recipe and I love it.
And when Brian says he loves it, he means he will eat 90% of it before I even get to it.
I will eat it for breakfast. I will eat it for dessert. I will eat it as a snack. I will eat it before bed and at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Brian has a really big sweet tooth,
Yes,
if you haven't noticed.
This is, as my dad calls it, Squaredance cake. You guys might know it as coffee cake, and the original recipe did call for eggs, so of course we're going to veganize it with flax powder and garbanzo flour.
It also contained a cup full of oil, so of course we took that out and replaced it with applesauce.
And as always, this recipe is delicious, affordable, and very easy to make.
So let's make it.
Let's make it.
So this turned out well.
Yeah, kids. Oh my goodness.
Well, we've made this like a million times.
When the smell of cinnamon and brown sugar and cake and everything fills your home, mirth will be spread throughout the household.
It's really spongy. So it turns out Pillsbury's golden butter cake mix has no dairy, no eggs, no palm oil.
That's right. That's the one we use. I'm sure there are other vegan yellow cake mixes. The standard ingredient, though, in them tends to be palm oil. So you just got to read the ingredients, but there's a couple out there. The recipe calls for yellow cake mix specifically, but I guess you could use vanilla cake mix or white cake mix.
Why not?
Yeah, chocolate cake mix.
Yeah.
Might work.
And the Jell-O brand of pudding, at least the butterscotch and vanilla ones, don't have gelatin in them.
Yeah, the applesauce gives it, it flavors it a little with the apple, but it's kind of nice because it complements the cinnamon and the brown sugar.
I love the crispy topping. We also had some coconut condensed milk in the fridge that we boiled a couple weeks ago and turned it into caramel. So we drizzled it with that. And of course, raspberries. Why does he call it Squaredance cake?
I have no idea. I really don't know why my dad calls it that.
We should ask him.
You want to ask him?
Let's ask him.
I'll call him. You guys want to call my dad?
Let's see what
Hold
he
on.
says.
Yes, Theresa May.
Theresa May.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Dad's driving, so I'm answering. What are you doing?
Hey, Mom. You're actually on camera right now. We're shooting our video for this week.
What do you mean I'm on camera, babe?
Well, your voice is on camera. Actually, your voice is being
Oh,
picked up
okay.
by 2 lav mics, and we're on camera.
Oh,
We could have you sign like an NDA or a release form or something.
it's okay. I'm not worried about it.
We veganized the Squaredance cake this week.
Okay.
And we were just wondering why Dad calls it Squaredance cake.
Well, actually, that cake was a recipe from my mother, and the woman who used to bake it called it Squaredance cake because she used to bake it and take it to the square dance.
Oh,
Aww.
It was a
Very nice
friend
story.
of my mom. We just started making it at home when I was younger, and we just kept making it because it is like a breakfast cake, though. It's so good.
yes, I already told our viewers that I eat it for breakfast.
The butterscotch flavor is so good. There you go. That's your answer for the square dance cake. I hope that helps.
It does very much.
Thank you.
I love you, and tell Dad I love him too. And everybody say hi from both of us.
Love you.
We love you too. We miss you.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Got the answers we need.
Look at baby May.
Hi, Gracie.
Are you being cute? Oh, let me see your face. Let me see your face.
Oh, there it is. Oh, no.
Oh my goodness. You're just being
That's it?
adorable.
Okay.
All right, baby May.
Okay.
That's your mom.
Yes, it is.
I knew it.
If you do the cowboy cookies next, I will help you with that too. Okay.
There are cowboy cookies?
Yes, there are cowboy cookies.
So, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, it is January, or as vegans call it, Veganuary, which is a movement designed to help new vegans transition into veganism for the new year and make your whole January vegan so that your February and your March and your April and your May and all the months can be fully vegan too.
So we actually got a few questions from you guys. I want to start the new year as a vegan. What do I do? Where do I start? So we came up with 5 easy ways to transition to veganism.
Number 1 is, of course, in the kitchen. You want to
Yeah.
take stock of all the food items you have in your pantry and your fridge. Not only the ones that contain animal products, but you also want to take stock of which items you already have that don't contain animal products, because you probably already have a lot of vegan food in your house.
People don't realize that they already eat vegan a lot.
Those fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, even, prepackaged stuff like pasta, like bread, like rice.
And take those meats and those animal products that you used to eat and look for the vegan equivalent. There are so many choices now. And we know that some of you don't live in areas with that very many choices. Do your best and ask your grocery stores to stock up because they listen. If you liked salami, there's a vegan version of that. If you like hot dogs, there's a vegan version of that too. Sausages, cold cuts, chicken nuggets, fish, crab,
Hamburgers.
everything. Yeah,
Mac and cheese.
everything.
And also make note of those everyday items that you use. Like if you like cream in your coffee, then get the silk kind or the coconut cream. If you like milk on your cereal, get soy milk, get almond milk. There's more vegan milks out there than there are cow milk because there's only one cow milk.
Just rotate 40 degrees to the left or the right and grab it. Number 2, speaking of going grocery shopping, every time you go grocery shopping, get one new food item that you've never tried before. A fruit, a vegetable, a grain. Have you ever had spelt? Have you ever had barley? Have you ever tried a cactus pear or a passion fruit or a dragon fruit or plantains?
Turmeric root, for example.
Spices, yeah, get a new spice. People seem really weary and nervous about trying new things. Even people our age, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because what's the worst that can happen? If you don't like it, spit it out. One of the greatest joys that we've found after we became vegan is realizing how much food is out there that we used to never know about. I think we tend to fall into a routine, we tend to make the same dishes, but the more you explore, the more you try new things, the more you expand your library of foods. So get out there and explore, because it's not just tofu and salad.
Although those are delicious.
They are. Yes, we've made some pretty bomb salads and tofu dishes. Number 3.
Once you're done in the kitchen, you head on over to the bathroom and explore the beauty and the cosmetic products and the cleaning products too. You want to look for that little bunny logo that's going to tell you if the product is cruelty-free or not, and just take stock. You might be surprised, like, oh, this, and this are already cruelty-free.
Yeah.
Good. And just make a note of what isn't cruelty-free, and it may, in fact, actually be cruelty-free.
Yeah, sometimes companies don't put the bunny logo on their stuff, but they're cruelty-free. Like recently, I sent a quick email to a couple of makeup companies. I like this product called Nutrilux Lash that makes your eyelashes look really long. And it doesn't say cruelty-free on the package, so I emailed them. I got a response almost right away, and it's cruelty-free. Same thing with my Cinema Secrets makeup.
I think there might be some fee involved with getting the bunny logo on your product, so some companies opt not to do that.
And if you have products that aren't cruelty-free, just finish them up, use them up, and next time buy the cruelty-free equivalent. And we found that one of our favorite places to get cruelty-free personal care products is TJ Maxx, out of all places.
Yeah.
They have a lot.
They don't have to be costly, kids. They just have to be cruelty-free. And number 4,
education and knowledge. Watch one new video every week pertaining to veganism, whether it pertains to ethics or health or the environment. A few of our favorite sources are nutritionfacts.org, that's Dr. Michael Greger's site. They're really short videos. There's also pcrm.org.
That's the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine that's headed up by Neil Barnard, MD. Speaking of Neil Barnard, he has a bunch of speeches on YouTube you can watch. A bunch of doctors have a lot of speeches on YouTube you can watch at like VegMed or a TED Talk. You can watch Mike the Vegan, fellow vegan YouTuber. He's very, very knowledgeable and very, very scientific.
James Aspey has really inspirational speeches as well.
Just start familiarizing yourself with the online vegan community. You'll be able to inform yourself, which will help you discuss these topics with family and friends and other people. And it's always just a good thing to just consume information about something brand new. If you're new to veganism, you want to know as much as possible.
You can also go to Netflix and watch one of the many, many documentaries out there pertaining to plant-based health and animal rights. Don't take your questions for granted. If you have a question, go find the answer.
And finally, number 5. You're going to want to stock up on all those essential vitamins, especially
B12.
B12 is a big one, and it doesn't matter if you're vegan or if you're not vegan. We live in such a sanitary world now that the bacteria-produced vitamin of B12 is a little scarce these days because we take showers regularly, we wash our food really well.
We drink potable water.
We wash our hands all the time. We're cleaner now, and we're not exposed to as much natural B12. So you're going to want to take a B12 supplement. And Dr. Neil Barnard also recommends that everyone go ahead and take a vitamin D supplement because the sun is not always the most reliable source, especially in the wintertime. Dr. Barnard always says, just go ahead and take a D supplement. Why not?
And there are other easy ways to get essential nutrients like omega-3. We have a stalk of flaxseed, and we grind it into a powder, and we put it in our oatmeal. If you have a grocery store with bulk bins, go see if they have flaxseed because it runs really, really cheap. Ours is $1.99 a pound, and it tends to run cheaper than the prepackaged stuff.
And not only are flax seeds really high in omega-3s, but you can also grind them up and mix the flax powder with water to replace eggs in baking. Like if you were to bake a Squaredance cake, for example.
Also, nutritional yeast. It has a ton of vitamin Bs, including B12. 40% of your daily B12 in 1 tablespoon of this. You can pretty much mix it into anything that's food. It has a nutty, cheesy, savory flavor, so we tend to mix it into our mashed potatoes and our soups. Probably wouldn't recommend that you put it in your oatmeal.
No.
It's not that yummy.
If you guys have any other questions about what to stock up in your kitchen, you can check out our What's in our Pantry video. We took a tour of our kitchen, showed you everything that we have.
And that's it. We hope that helped. And now for some vegan news.
Vegan news!
Switzerland has just banned the practice of boiling lobsters alive.
Hey!
It is now illegal for restaurants to do that. I suppose if you're at home, no one's watching, but at least commercially and publicly, it is not allowed. They will also receive extra protections during transit. I quote from CNN, "The move is a response to studies that suggest lobsters are sentient with advanced nervous systems that may feel pain." From March 2018, lobsters being prepared in Switzerland will need to be knocked out before they're put to death or killed instantly. And we know this doesn't necessarily solve the problem of eating lobster in the first place, but at least we're acknowledging that lobsters, crustaceans, are sentient. It's a step in the right direction. On another note, we know this happened back in December, but Prince Harry stayed home from Boxing Day. Boxing Day is a traditional hunting day, the day after Christmas, but it just so happens that Meghan Markle is a huge animal rights activist, despite the fact that she still likes to eat roast chicken, because that was their engagement story, is that they were making roast chicken. So she likes vegan leather, but she still eats meat. But maybe now that she's going to really be in the public eye, she might have to start aligning some of these values. You don't like hunting, but you still eat meat? What does that even mean?
Yeah, why? I mean, I kind of find it weird. Like, if you're a meat eater, why would you care if people hunt? Especially if they're going to eat the meat that they hunt.
Right. And I like her. I like her for Harry. I mean, she's so pretty. It's just my girl thing.
Along those lines, Prime Minister Theresa May also reversed her decision to bring back fox hunting, which, just like here in the United States, is to appease the younger voters and will probably upset the older rural voters. But that's just how that is, apparently. Now you could say, oh, well, that's just to get younger votes. Okay.
So
if you're gonna ban fox hunting to get younger votes,
do it.
All right. Next up, Michael Kors has decided to stop using fur in his line of clothing because Gucci did it. Now Michael Kors is going to do it, and then everybody else is just going to do it because
we asked for it.
Yeah. According to The Guardian, the U.S. fashion house Michael Kors has announced that it will no longer use fur in its collections. Production of current designs using fur, such as coyote and rabbit, sad, will be phased out by the end of 2018, the brand has confirmed. Because you don't need to wear a coyote or a rabbit because we have clothes.
Yeah.
Like we have clothes. So why do we need to wear animals?
And if any one of you is watching The Bachelor, I do not like Becca.
Look at this.
I know. I always have to have a fur on me.
I like it.
See, I should audition for The Bachelor and then I could just send every woman home that wears fur. I'll be like, yeah. Take that rose back. What do you want to order for dinner? I'll have the chicken parma. Oh! Okay.
Eliminated.
Chris Harrison. Where's Chris? Let's wrap it up.
We have another piece of news.
Oh.
It's not necessarily vegan news. But if you guys have ABC, you might be able to see us on TV Friday, January 19 on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yes.
Remember that time we went to Vegas? That's what we were doing.
That's why we stayed at Bally's, because they shoot the show there, and that's why we couldn't really leave Bally's to go anywhere until after the shoot, but we were pretty much flying back immediately.
Yeah.
So for all the people that were like, you did not explore Las Vegas. There's 19 vegan restaurants that you guys could have checked out. Yes.
But we were literally in the studio for 2 days. Full days, pretty much.
So check us out and see how we did. We're not telling you now.
We're not telling you. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please help us out. Give us that thumbs up. And if you didn't, thumbs down is cool too.
And make sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified for all of our future videos. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And we will bring you something new every week.
And a huge thank you to our patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much for continuing to support our videos. And if you would like to become a patron on Patreon as well, the link is in the description below.
Check out our Etsy store, follow us on your preferred social media, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye. Don't gesture with your coffee mug hand. That's how much I gesture when I talk, is my gesture overruled my brain going, you're going to spill this.